Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Extended Bars Indoor Wall Sconce. This is the 205910. This has been on the line for a long time. It's a really great seller for a lot of good reasons. You can use this in all kinds of different applications. You can put them in stairways, hallways. With the right glass, which we'll talk about in a second, you can use this in bathrooms, and it really works great. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 17.5 inches in height, overall height, 6.75 inches in width. The depth, that's the projection, coming out from the wall is coming out at 4.5. This is coming in at 5 pounds, not very heavy. Backplate on this is 6.5 inches wide by 17 inches tall, going over your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have on your wall. I hope you do anyway. Mounting height 8.3 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of this box that you have. So I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions right now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list, how you put it together, which is super simple, but it's also going to show you some good line drawings of the inside of this fixture, including that back plate. That back plate that goes up against your wall is actually kind of a box, and it's open against your wall. So even though it is a mounting height of 8.5, you can mount this in different ways, and you could have your the junction box at the top or at the bottom. It's really pretty user-friendly that way. So take advantage of all those install sheets, and they can show you a lot of details that you want to see about these fixtures. Let's get into the glass on this really quick. So there's two types of glass this is going to be available in, and they're beautiful handmade glass made in Connecticut. It's basically stained glass that would be used in high-end stained glass windows like in churches or in like Tiffany lamps. And how they make that glass is they actually like pour the glass, molten glass, onto tables, marble tables and also steel tables, kind of swirl it together to get those nice little bits of a swirl to it. So the one of them is called ivory, and ivory, think of it like this. Think of it like a birthday cake, like a white sheet cake with white frosting, and you're going to take lemon frosting and you're going to kind of put it in there and you're going to pull it through with a fork. So you've got kind of a lemon colored glass that's being pulled through a white glass, and it's very, very pretty. You also have another one that's just called white art glass, but it has a little bit of a swirl running around inside it. If you're going to be using this in a bathroom flanking mirrors, and this is a great fixture for that, my take on it would be probably to go with the white art glass, because if you go with the ivory art glass, it can project a little bit of a yellow light at you, and you don't want that on you when you're trying to put on makeup or shave or that kind of thing, because you want to look like what you look like when you're looking in the mirror. And the whole point of lights next to a mirror is to put light on you so you can see you in the mirror, and that's going to be pretty important. And the white art glass is going to do that job. If you're going to use this in a different application, like a hallway, stairway, dining room, maybe flanking a fireplace, it'd be very, very pretty, then I would definitely look at the ivory art glass. I think it's so interesting, it's definitely worth you checking out. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this for lamping. It's going to be using two of these medium base sockets. One's facing up, one's facing down. You've got two of these, don't forget, so you can get a lot of light out of this. If you want to go incandescent, you can go up to 75 watts in each of those sockets for an incandescent bulb. And we're going to be using this size bulb, which is an A19. This is a standard size light bulb we all grew up with. Every store sells them. You can get them wherever you go into. However, if you guys want to do an LED, and I think you should, you can get even more light out of this, because these A19 bulbs are available out in the marketplace, up to 100 watt equivalent. I've seen them out there, so don't think you can't get a ton of light out of this. You really can. And it's easy to get again. I get these at my grocery store in Vermont. If I can find them here, you can find them everywhere. So these bulbs, these LEDs, are going to be offered to you in different types of colored light. I talk about that in all these videos. They're going to offer this to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's that super yellow light, like a setting sun. They're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight, which sounds like it should be a warm light, like a sunlight, but it's not. That's that bluish white light. We talk about it a lot. Overcast day kind of light. That's 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is warm white, soft white. That's the warmth of an incandescent bulb that I like from my youth. So that's what we kind of like to use here. And that's what's coming down on this table right now. These are 3,000 Kelvin LEDs, warm white, soft white. So that's my take on that. Now, One other thing, if you're going to be using this in an application, like maybe back into that dining room or some other place like that, where you want to dim it, just make sure you get your dimmable bulbs and you're going to be all set. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.